Hey everyone, so nice to be here. We had some technical issues this morning, but I seemed to do some Qigong on my computer and now it is working. So this practice applies to everything. What is funny is that in modern life, we get so scattered with all the technology, our devices, all the things that we have to do. And this ancient practice of Qigong is something that slows everything down so that we can appreciate the moment, we can appreciate where we are, we can connect to our strength and our power. And even though this practice came from ancient China about 4,000 years ago, I think it has more application now in our modern life than it ever has before. We need ways to clear stress and transform it into vitality. We need ways to access our inner healing power. With rising costs of healthcare and side effects of medicine and all kinds of crazy things, it's wonderful to have a practice and something that taps us into our own resources that gives us strength, power from the inside out. People often ask, what is Qigong? It sounds funny. I've been on public television quite a bit over the last few weeks, and I had some phone calls and they sort of went like this. This was a call from Texas. I saw your Qigong on TV. So what is this practice and how do you say it? It's spelled Qi, which means chi, and simply translated, chi means life force energy. This body is alive. So how do we bring out the most aliveness out of this body and out of the system? Qigong answers the fundamental questions of who we are. Who are we? We are a body, we have emotions, and we have thoughts, and we have consciousness. And how do the energies of body, mind, emotions, spirit all work together in an integrated and harmonious way? How do we live a fulfilled, healthy, happy life? And this practice emerged from those inquiries, and they're inquiries that were asked, thousands of years ago, and there are inquiries that we still ask ourselves today. So yes, Qigong is a health practice and a system of movement, exercise, stretches, and flows. I find it very practical for a modern life. I mean, who has time to go to the gym, do a yoga class, meditate, and flow all in a day when we're very busy? So Qigong can be a concise way to integrate mind and body, to create an opening, to give us a good workout, to create some nice stretches to clear tension and tightness where we chronically get stressed out, and help us to enter into the present moment through flowing meditative movement. So I think it's a wonderful practice. I'm excited here to teach you about it. People often ask, what's the difference between Qigong and yoga? I think the answer to that question really is about flow. Now, what is flow? Flow can be a movement. It's moving your body with a certain level of relaxation and what we call internal power. Power just means energy. Flow is what we're seeking. Everybody's seeking a flow state, whether it's athletics, on how athletes can be in the zone, or artists, or writers. We all want more flow in our lives. Now, flow is when we enter into the present moment and there's continuity between each successive moment. So we feel this state of energy, power, presence. In flow state, we lose track of time. Often that's a description of having fun. So Qigong helps us to connect to that flow state and helps us to give us more moments in our day. We can train accessing flow and elevate our internal energy. The effect of this is it has wonderful effects on our body. It has a healing effect. It rebalances, recalibrates everything. It helps to create harmony between maybe our mind and our emotions and our bodies, where often these three energies are out of sync or out of balance. So I love it. I've been doing this practice for the last 28 years. And I tell people I started in my early 60s, so look how great it is for longevity. But really, I started when I was in college, and I had an injury to my lower back. And I had remembered a martial arts teacher of mine telling me how Qigong helped with health and healing. So I had gone to the doctors, the sports team doctors, got cortisone shots, physical therapy, and nothing was helping me. I was actually hobbling around campus and had been put on injured reserve on the collegiate team. I went home, I had some acupuncture, I did some Qigong exercises, and had this really amazing healing effect on my body. And it catapulted me into this amazing practice for the last 30 years. I was actually back playing soccer in 2 weeks and feeling great and more energized than I had ever been. And I found it very helpful with stress and focus and life purpose and feeling a deeper sense of connection to every aspect of my life. So I'd like to share it with you, and today I was going to show you some Qigong exercises so that you get a sense of what Qi is in your body. Now we live in two layers of energy. We have a physical body, but we also have an energy body. And Chinese medicine, where Qigong originates, is a foundation of the energy body. It's primary. Where in Western medicine, the physical body is primary. Now, what is the energy body? It's the life force that's within. Think of your physical body as all the appliances in your house. We have the heart and the organs and the bones and the muscles, something that's tangible that we can feel. But that's not all there is to this body. There's electricity, there's life force energy. In fact, there's emotions. What are emotions? Energy in motion. We can't put emotions in a test tube. We can't do surgery on emotions. They're non-physical. They are energetic. In fact, your mind works very much in the same way. Your mind is energy. The mind is something that we can't see. It's non-tangible. We can't do brain surgery and see the pictures in your mind. If you thought about what you had for breakfast this morning, we won't be able to look inside your brain and see bacon and eggs. It's all energetic. So energy was seen as the electricity that powered up these appliances to your body. If the wires get frayed, things in the body get compromised. So the focus on this medicine was making sure full power and energy got to all the different areas in the body, and in fact got to the emotional body as well as the mental body. When Qi flows freely in the body, we feel this aliveness, we feel happier, we feel healthier and more connected to each other, more connected to nature. When Qi gets stagnant or blocked, we feel low energy, we feel depressed, we feel a lack of purpose in life, and we feel a lack of connection to where we are within this amazing universe. So Qigong has this, I feel, wonderful application. If you're seeking just to transform stress into vitality, a little bit of clearing and cleansing, to let go of whatever is bothering you, the worries or the problems of the day. If you have health issues or injuries, it's wonderful for addressing that. And it also answers some of those deeper questions in life and brings us some awareness and some mindfulness to a deeper sense of who we are. Chinese medicine originated a long time ago, and it's one of those medicines that focuses on holistic health. And Qigong was part of the 5 branches of Chinese medicine. So the 5 branches of Chinese medicine were acupuncture, herbal medicine, nutrition, everybody's favorite, massage therapy, and Qigong. So those 5 branches, those 5 things were designed to keep you healthy. It was truly a healthcare practice. And what we find ourselves nowadays having is a sick care practice. There's very little emphasis on what health and vitality is. There's very little emphasis on how to stay healthy. So the practice was all about prevention. And the saying in Chinese medicine goes, don't dig your well when you're dying of thirst. Dig it beforehand. Practice and work on your health and vitality while you're still healthy. In modern life, we spend more time thinking about our money than we do on our life force energy. We spend more time watching our devices than studying our consciousness. We spend so much time on the external world that we forget that there's a whole universe within us that is truly the source of health and happiness. And so Qigong helps to create this balance between all the distractions, all the wonderful things about modern life, and keeps us balanced from the inside out. Now, the way this healthcare practice worked in ancient times was that people would go to their healthcare practitioner, go to their doctor, and you would pay sort of a monthly fee, and they'd give you acupuncture and herbs, massage therapy, prescribe Qigong exercises, and do all these wonderful 5 branches that feel so good and elevating to the body. And as soon as you had a problem, as soon as you got pain, sickness, or a disease, your payments go down or you stop paying altogether. So the whole focus is on keeping people healthy. People got paid and benefited when you were healthy. And right now we have a medicine that people only get paid when somebody's sick. So we have sick care, and even though our technology is wonderful and amazing, nobody's getting paid unless people are sick. So we have more people than ever getting sick. We have new diseases. We have all kinds of issues with people going to a hospital with problem A and coming out of the hospital with problem B. We have side effects of the medicine, and it's sort of a merry-go-round of sick care. And so what I want to introduce you to is a true system of healthcare, of energetic management, something that transforms stress into vitality, something that you can do every day in a short amount of time, that's very practical to help you increase your energy levels, to clear those aches and pains in your body, and give you a deeper sense of connection to our own essence and where we are in this wonderful universe. So let's take you through a few exercises that will help you to get in touch with your own internal energy, get you in touch with your chi, if you will. So if you have a little bit of room, what I'd like you to do is just stand up. Qigong takes very little space, and you don't have to change your clothes or anything like that. You don't have to put on your chi spandex or fancy clothes unless you'd like to. So I'm going to stand up and just move just a little bit. All right. So now what I'd like you to do is I want to give you an experience of what chi feels like in your body. It's easy to describe chi as life force energy, as bioelectricity, as vitality or power. But what I want you to feel is what chi is. So we're going to have you take you through an exercise that stimulates certain acupressure points in the hands so you get a sense of this energy for yourself. So take your fingernails, and what I want you to do is rub them together like this. It's this first knuckle and the fingernails. Rub them together vigorously, and take a nice deep breath. Just exhale out through the mouth while you rub together vigorously. I'm just going back and forth like this. And this stimulates acupressure points. So the first thing that we're going to do is ignite some energy within your body, and then we'll take you through some flowing movements to relax mind and body. Take one more deep breath. Rub that together vigorously, like you're starting a little fire in your energy system. Now bring your hands to your sides, and what I want you to feel is the sensation in the hands. Often there's a tingling or a buzzing, an electricity that happens when you ignite these points. Close your eyes, take a nice deep breath. See if you can feel something moving within the flesh and the bones of the hands. There's an electricity. Now, chi relates to the nervous system. So yes, you are stimulating the nerves, and you're also stimulating the circulatory system, the blood flow. There's a saying in Qigong, the chi moves the blood. So the nerves and the chi and the heartbeat all are interconnected. Now there's something that beats your heart, for example. There's an electricity there, right? Your heart beats 100,000 times every day, and there's a power that's behind it. The power behind the heart is chi. The power, the electricity in your nervous system is chi. It's the mysterious life force energy. If you ask a scientist, where does the heartbeat come from? How does this spark continue to pulse and pump through the heart? Nobody knows. Ask the mystic, ask the quantum physicist. It's still a mystery. So we can't fully explain what chi is. We don't know where it comes from, but we can experience it for ourselves. And Qigong was the experiential practice of being participatory in life. And participating in life means being in the flow. So let me show you another exercise that will help to activate energy. We're just going to tap on the chest. Tap on the chest and just go up and down on the sternum and take a nice deep breath. And whenever you feel a little anxious or emotionally out of balance or fatigued or low energy, this tapping here on the chest can be very helpful. Now the flow of energy goes down the inside of the arm. So just tap down the inside of the arm and then back up the outside. Clear a little stress in the neck and shoulders. And then do the other side. Come down the inside of the arm and then up the outside of the arm to the neck and shoulders. And then back to the chest. Take a deep breath here. And exhale. Relax your arms down. And again, get a sense of that openness, expansion, of that internal electricity circulating and flowing. One that I like to do in the morning is an exercise called knocking on the door of life. And you're going to turn here from your hips and your waist. And this one is very good for lower back tension or freeing up tightness around the spine. A little rotation. Let your arms knock across your lower abdomen and across your lower back. Relax your upper back, your neck, and your shoulders. And take a nice deep breath. And just feel your spine unwind. You're knocking right across this lower back area. And back there is your kidneys. And the kidney system often is related to energy. So we drink coffee or tea as a way to stimulate the adrenal glands. You can do this naturally with this exercise. Think of this as your Qigong double latte. We all need a little boost of energy sometime during the day. I like to start with this exercise in the morning. And slow it down, and slow it down. And if you just check in after these exercises, often you'll feel this activation of energy moving through the system. So just notice how your body feels again. Take a nice deep breath. Let me show you one of the best exercises to transform stress into vitality. It's shaking. So you're going to do this. Just shake out your wrists. It's a very intuitive exercise. In fact, if you watch athletes, they do this before their events. They shake the legs, they shake the shoulders. And especially in the Olympics, when there's a lot of pressure on the line and you need peak performance, you want to transform stress, anxiety, nervous tension into peak performance, into flow, into your best energetic self coming forward. So now what I want you to do is bounce into your heels and relax the base of the skull, the neck, and around the spine. Relax the base of the skull, the neck, and around the spine. In fact, anywhere you're holding tension in your body, try to shake into that area. Try to shake into the area. Take a deep breath in through your nose and exhale with a long sigh. Now you can't feel stress and do this exercise at the same time. And speaking of a cup of coffee, this one is fun to do in line at Starbucks or your favorite coffee house. Usually people get out of your way and you go right to the front of the line. So much less stressful. So do that again. Shake vigorously. Release stress, tension. We're not all professional athletes, but we all seek peak performance in our life. And this exercise can help you to achieve that, to bring your energy forward. Now just slow it down, and notice if you did this exercise, you will feel your internal energy. See if you can feel a lightness, a buzzing, a tingling, a free flow of energy as it circulates through your body. Wonderful. Now from here, in Qigong, if you go through a particular sequence of movements, there's a certain alchemy of practice that helps to bring forth our best energy. And for me, I've studied with lots and lots of different teachers. In my early 20s, I was hired as a ghostwriter to write books for a Qigong master. So I'd fly to Asia, I'd stay for 3 or 4 months, write books for him, I'd train with other teachers, and then my question or my goal was to put this practice, this esoteric practice, into a system that really made sense for Westerners, for our modern lives, that gave us solutions to our problems, like how do we clear neck and shoulder tension? What happens if my low back hurts? How do I transform stress into vitality, into something useful? What if I'm feeling anxiety? How do I improve my sleep? And so I have routines that go to each of these conditions that are put together in a particular way. So we usually activate, stretch, and then flow. Let me take you through a stretching exercise that will help clear stress and tension in the neck and shoulders. None of you probably have stress, tension, or tightness because you're on Go Beyond Summit. But in case you have a friend that carries tension or tightness in the neck and shoulders, you can show them this one. Kind of kidding here, but most people do carry their stress, tension, and tightness right here and here, which affects the arms. So this one is called spreading the feathers. Push the palms out to the side, shoulders press down, and lean the head over to one side and stretch. Take a nice deep breath, and you should feel a stretch right through here and even down and through the arms. Now just slowly roll the head to the back of the shoulder, and then slowly roll the head towards the front of the shoulder. And do that again. Go back, take a nice deep breath. Exhale all the way out, and feel that lengthening and opening through the muscles. Now when we stretch in Qigong, often there's a little bit of a movement through the stretch. So that helps to keep your joints, muscles, tendon, ligaments in harmony and balance. Try the other side. Just slowly go over to the other side and stretch. Roll the head back and forth across the shoulder. Take a nice deep breath. Roll the head back and forth across the shoulder. Stretch it out. Lengthen. And then bring your chin back down, hands down to the sides. And when you bring down the hands again, when you free up tension and tightness, the chi starts to flow. The improvement of the electricity in the body starts to move through the system. So you might feel, again, more tingling and buzzing in the hands. Now from here, what we do is we do flowing movements. So try this. Just float your arms up and float your arms down. I think of these movements and flows as embodied mindfulness. Truly, to be mindful means to be embodied. It means to be connected to the breath. It means to be connected to your body. The reason is that your body is always in the present moment, but your mind hardly ever is. Your mind is constantly thinking about the future or about the past. So when you go into these flowing movements, you give yourself a chance to connect mind with body, to relax the system, to increase energy, and to practice a bit of mindfulness in motion. So when I mean mindful, I want you to pay attention to what your body's doing. For example, feel the air moving across your arms or through your fingers. When you pay attention to your body, your mind is in the present moment. Then relax your neck and shoulders. See if you can move without tension. Flowing movements are described as a river flowing down the mountain. The river doesn't move with force, it moves with intrinsic power. It moves with effortless ease. The river is very powerful, but it's not a forced power, it's a relaxed power, it's an effortless power. So these movements were originated by mirroring the movements of nature, especially water. So feel your body more water-like. There's a flow that comes up your spine and out through your hands. Try to relax a little bit more. Notice that you can do this without having to tighten or tense up your muscles. Inhale, the arms float up. Exhale, arms float down. Feel a little ripple in your spine. So when the arms come up, there's a little bit of a wave or a ripple through the spine. Inhale as you come up. Exhale as you come down. Float the hands up. Float the hands down. Let your mind be connected to the present moment. Let your body enter the flow. You might notice things that you normally are unaware of, like feel the way your clothes move on your skin. Feel and notice the breath coming in and out through the nose. These movements are done slowly. When you slow the body down, your mind naturally slows down. Often in daily life, we're going at such a pace that we miss most of the day. We are out of the present moment. Take a few minutes to just be right where you are, right here, right now. Let your mind be refreshed. Let your energy be elevated, and find that harmony and balance within. Do this, just 2 more breaths, real slow. Inhale, just let everything slow down. This moment is as wonderful and amazing as any other moment. Just be here right now to enjoy it. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. Hands down to your sides. Close your eyes. And just notice that just after a few minutes of practice, we feel a shift from stress mode to relaxation mode, a shift into being able to access inner power and resources that maybe were unavailable before. So, wanted to thank everybody for joining me and giving me this opportunity to show you a little Qigong. I think it has tremendous potential for peak performance, for bringing forth the quality and energy that you'd like in your life, to bring more of that, to actually have more moments of flow, peace, and relaxation in and through the whole entire system. So, if you want to find more of my stuff, I have a 30-day challenge. It's only 7 minutes every day. It's on holdenqigong.com, and that's Holden is my last name, Holden. Qigong is spelled Qigong, Qigong. So at least you know now how to say this word, Qigong. I've heard it called Kuai-jung, Kui-jung. So the hardest thing about this practice is actually pronouncing the name. Everything else is effortless, fun, energetic, and enlivening. So again, thank you so much for joining me. Look forward to seeing you and practicing Qigong with you at some point later in the future. Have a wonderful day.